Okay.
All right. Welcome to Warrior Class.
Where the teachers whoop ass
And you will too, if you pass.
if you pass. And this is the real test here today.
This is
We're gonna see if we all pass.
listen, this when they say test, when we say test, we mean it. This has been a testing day already. We've been
Oh
tested by
yes,
we've
for
been
all of
tested.
us. Yes, in many different ways.
StreamYard has tested us, the internet service is testing us. Everybody's it's just everything's a big test. Ooh, look at the screen. That's neat.
Wow,
Bob is magically pulling strings behind the scene.
wonderful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Most definitely.
Yes, right. They cannot hold us down. And we
Never.
appreciate you for standing by. We about to get it popping.
Jump in there
Um,
soon.
we got this is the quiz show. We hope you're ready. We hope you've been watching. This is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah. Hey,
And we back.
we are back. And my wife calling me. So
Librarian has requested the theme music.
what? Oh,
I don't know if we can make it happen this week,
okay.
Librarian.
And now we're doing the show.
It's
Then.
not up to me.
So, Odabo. All right, Odabo. All right. I'll be right back.
Hey, so we glad y'all waited. We glad y'all stayed patiently for the show. We do have um, some news that we will be going over, and we will be doing that shortly. Also, if you haven't yet, please sign up. We will be in Virginia. Me and Baba, Amaniki will not be joining us, but me and Baba will be there in Richmond, Virginia on, I believe it is the 30th and no, the 29th and the 30th. Let me make sure I got my information correctly. But we have a private,
Okay.
yeah, Friday and Saturday. That's the 29th and 30th.
I believe so.
So yeah, just let me check my calendar.
I have an analog calendar and it says yes.
Okay.
Oh no, excuse me. Friday is the 30th and Saturday is the 31st.
Well then yes. So the 30th and the 31st, we having I think you might see it on the page, on our Facebook page, we have an Eventbrite event, and you can sign up for the private one-on-one or two-on-two class. I think it's only like $35. That's going to be Friday evening. That's going to be the actual workshop, and then you can also come by the Happy Natural Festival Day. That'll be going on, and I think the Sankofa Gardens. We'll be doing a little demo type thing, but it won't be an actual workshop where you get one-on-one, time and real work gets to be done. So
Yeah, well,
we hope to see you there. It'll be 32 events going on at the Happy Natural Day event in Richmond, Virginia. So again, if you can make it out, we'll be doing a Friday event will be private, like we said, and then Saturday will be the event that everybody's welcome to come to and We'll be there. It starts around, I think, 12 noon or something like that, I believe. Our event is 9 a.m. on, no, it isn't. That's not our event. It's the Black Farm Tour. The Black Farm Tour starts at 9 a.m. The African Burial Grounds where we visited before. It's a really knowledgeable tour guides there that'll tell you a lot about it. So we have that going on. You got the Natural Day Festival. You're going to have another Black and Beautiful brunch on Sunday. So it's a lot going on that weekend. It's going to be action-packed. So we hope to see you out.
Wow.
It's going to be a great event.
Amazing. Can't wait. Well, excuse me, I'm not going. But I'm excited to see the show. I will not be live or excuse me, I won't be broadcasting from here, and I also won't be with them because I will be working a comic book convention here in Atlanta called Dragon Con. It is huge. I'm sure some of you must have heard of it. Also, speaking of traveling, I just came back in town last night. I was in Destin, Florida. And as a lot of people know, we're broadcasting from Atlanta. But one thing that we want to make sure we remember is when we're traveling, make sure that we're looking up the laws in the place that we go to. You may still do whatever you're going to do, but as far as like your tools go, make sure that you're looking up what the differences may be in the place that you're going and any place that you may be traveling through, just to make sure that you know what to expect, if nothing else.
Yeah, especially as far as, travel laws. Like one thing, especially if you're like a Black person traveling like to places like Texas or something, different
through Alabama to Florida.
Anywhere. But it's little stuff about traveling, like your tag being having a
border.
A border around your tag. That could be illegal. Actually, it is illegal from every other state. When you travel, it's illegal. So if it's legal in South Carolina, it's illegal in North Carolina, and then it's legal in Virginia, then it's illegal in, like, it does that all the way up south. So I always remember that when traveling. So things like that is very good. One thing I want to talk about is make sure the chat is chatting and sharing and liking and subscribing, because we did start.
Delay.
Yes.
You sound a little low to me. I'm not sure how you sound to the family, but you sound just a little bit low.
Yeah, let me make sure I got everything going on right over here.
Now you sound fine.
Okay, the mic is a little off to the side a little bit. I'll bring the mic over just a tad. Okay, a little bit better.
Yeah, bro.
Good. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to talk about that's been going on in the news that a lot of people, I don't know if they've even heard about, is it's called listeria. It's an outbreak going on right now. A lot of people have been talking about it. As it started, I think, August the 8th. And the states that are involved with the outbreak is linked to deli meat, by the way. But the states that are involved is Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and Massachusetts.
Oh, and there are also some vegetables, including some organic vegetables, that are also in there. So I knew about it long before the public did. My sister is one of the heads of the USDA, and she sent the information. So
yeah, it started on the.
I don't know why it's not showing here.
Publicly, can we check the chat? The 8th, I think the CDC said it announced that 43 people have been hospitalized due to the listeria breakout, linked to meat sliced at delis, including Boar's Head brand liverwurst. The outbreak has been reported in 13 states. It's the largest number of cases are in New York and Maryland. 2 people have died, one in Illinois and one in New Jersey. The CDC says the actual number of cases is probably higher because some people may have milder cases and that doesn't require hospitalization. And because of the symptoms, which is basically, everything we think is COVID now. So you probably think it'll be COVID. So it's easy to get on surface equipment, on the hands and foods, refrigerator. High temperatures kill it, but it gives you, fever, muscle aches, tiredness, headaches, stiff necks, confusion, loss of balance, seizures, all of those things that we associate with other things. So
right, because you could think you have a flu.
Definitely.
A little, if you're not experiencing some of those, you could think you have a flu.
Definitely. So yeah, definitely just be aware, temperature changing. We're getting into the new season, in the fall season. A lot of times this is that little slot where, people get those little colds and things like that a lot more when we switch into the new season. So just be, mindful of that.
That's a shame too, because I know in my family, like liverwurst, that kind of thing, only like the older people eat that kind of thing. So for that to be something that's, kind of out there, and then older people, it's the kind of things that older people may be eating, like they're really vulnerable to, picking up those kinds of bugs.
Yeah, they really have to be careful. The other thing, and I know, Bobby, you wanted us to speak on this a little bit too, that's going on in the news is this case that happened in Georgia where this woman met a guy on a dating app, basically rejected the man, and the next day he found out where she stayed at, showed up to her house and killed it, reportedly.
So she didn't meet him in person. She rejected him online.
No, they met through a dating app. They met.
Right.
Oh, they met. Okay.
They had been dating. I guess she ain't like, what he's putting down. So she said, I'm not interested. He said something like, I got money. I get, I got this and that. And she said, I don't care about money if the feeling's not there. And he bought her a ring. I don't take your ring. I don't want your ring because I don't want you. You don't possess me, and I'm not possessing you. I never have. And so that's when he found her the next day and murdered her.
Now they said that the family was like she would never always meet him out,
right?
But they never met him at home. Right. So it's not like she led him on too much, or that, like, from where it sounded. If you never,
I mean, she didn't meet him at home, but they met several times. That but I'm not saying she.
No. I'm just saying
she didn't deserve.
No, you definitely didn't say that. I just that part you didn't say that because they did date, but she was trying to be safe as far as not letting him actually meet at her house. So she did,
and that lets you know it's something. She felt something,
right?
So she should have cut it off long before that.
We talk about that.
So they went out several places, but she was careful for herself, but not her people. We were just talking about people being selfish for their comrades too, because she would. If you watch the news clip, it says she would meet in public or outside her friends' places.
Yep.
What the fuck? Why you do? You don't.
And that's their girlfriend, so that's putting them in danger.
Right. Why you putting your friends in danger with this nuts? Because if he hadn't found the address, he would have got it from one of them.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. He definitely could have.
So it's a lot of little lessons to be had with this one. First, she clearly felt something because she always kept that board up, never letting them come to the house. If you feel like, if it's just for the sake of loneliness, for the sake of going out to eat, whatever it is, if you feel that inclination of this person ain't right, get out of there. Leave it alone. It ain't worth whatever you're getting out of visiting or meeting with this person. If you feel something, let it go. Because
I feel like too, though, for online dating, in general, like you should have that kind of guard up because this is just a random person. that basically maybe their profile matched up with you. You don't know if any of the things they put are true, none of that. So, I mean, I feel like she may have felt something, but that also would have just been the normal course of her keeping her guard up while she's trying to get to know this man and find out if he really is who he says he is.
Well, it's exceptions to the rules. We went to a wedding of a couple, and I appreciated the wedding of a couple they met online.
Oh, really?
Yep, a lot of people don't know that. Yep.
I was going. That's what I was going to ask you about. Like, it seemed like we did a show or talked about dating safety hazards or something. I feel like we've done this.
No, but I wrote the book. I called it Dating Tips. We talked about it. We did the song, but we didn't do an episode.
We should really do. That's what it was. That's exactly what I'm tripping. We need to talk about how to like dating from social media. I've dated.
Well, I ain't dated in so long.
I've dated 2 women from social media, and one proved to be
nuts.
The other one proved to be,
oh no, they both proved to be nuts.
No. Okay, maybe I'm missing something.
If y'all watching the show,
I was gonna say hey, come on now, Belay.
I'm open too. I need.
Don't go into too much detail.
I ain't going into too much detail. I'm just saying I'm open too. My point is, we definitely need to talk about the etiquette, how to move, because one of the things I know, Elusive View said I met my wife online, dating site though. Right, exactly. So the thing about it, that's what I did. Like, I never did a dating app thing, but I've met somebody on social media, and let me be for real.
I met my wife at church. The pastor said, "Hey, marry her." I said, "Yes, sir." And we got married.
But what I will say is,
hey,
the dating thing, man, online, just make sure you find out if this person, like, if they're not from here, if they're on a social media app or whatever, like Facebook or something would be great. But at least get their Facebook page, they have one, and find out who they family, who they know, things of that nature. I mean, it's just hard, man. Don't
talk through just text. That's strange to me anyway, because text doesn't show
oh my God,
tonal inflections. So they could be like, I really love you, and they sit up there licking the blade. You don't know what they're doing.
Right. You get time to construct your thought.
So I wrote a it may be in urban survival, urban self-defense manual. I'm not sure, but I wrote, like, when I would teach self-defense, I wrote and I still teach self-defense, but I would teach women about safety and avoidance, right? And I wrote this thing about dealing with context and content. And it's a letter. And the person writes a letter saying, I want to break your ankle, shoot you in the face, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And so, like, oh my God, this is violent. Oh my God, he's dangerous. But he's talking to a woman. They go play basketball. He want to break her ankles, shoot her in the face, right? Okay. And so throughout that, you see it as that. I said, now you see the basketball context. Now take it over to boyfriend, girlfriend context. Now take it over to husband, wife context. And all 3 of those will give you a different feeling.
That's interesting.
So context is deeper than content. That's why text relationships usually don't work out. Because you don't have context to deal with. You're dealing with the content, and that content could be telling you they love you. They could be saying something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember I invited a brother to come teach at Belay's Eatery, and great Tai Chi master, right? And we're talking, and the conversation's going well. He said, "Yeah, I'd love to do it." I said, "Great." And he practices part two. He said something. I said, "Ashe," but of course, the spelling shit. It made it ASO. ASO. That's still not insulting. ASO is. He said, "What did I do for you to call me an asshole?" I said, "What?" I said, "Brother, read that again." I said, "It's supposed to be Ashe, but read that. Does that say asshole?" I said, that speaks to your opinion either of yourself or your opinion of me, what you think I think of you. That's what that's talking about. I said, so if it's the second, if it's the latter, we need to talk. Because never have I thought you were an asshole. And so you know me, and you can verify this by talking to anybody who knows me. If I thought you were an asshole, I tell you. I'm like, I mean, he was really insulted. Yes, because he's going off of perceived content.
Yeah, and text
context would have let him know. There's no way. Even I said axis or something the wrong way, he'd know he's not calling, saying asses because of the context.
Yeah,
context is important, and we do need to do a show on that.
Yeah,
because one simple thing that will keep us from getting hurt is look at the context that you're dealing with. Period. You on a bus stop at 11 o'clock at night, Ominiki, and a man in a $10,000 suit walks up and says, "You are beautiful, ma'am. May I have your number, please?" You're in danger. The context is it's 11 o'clock at night. You on a bus stop by yourself, and a motherfucker walks up in a suit, an expensive ass suit. You're in danger. Right?
It could be a politician looking for a vote.
11 at night, you're still in danger.
So, campaigning and all right.
So stay chiseled, because that's incongruent with what the environment should be looking like at that time.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. I was having this dilemma in my head this morning and yesterday. What he just said is the things that training helps you with, right? That's what we think about training. Trained people think about things like that and other things. How do we convey to if you're non-trained, we say you need to be trained. How do we convey when we say training that we ain't talking about?
You don't. If you don't know a thing, it doesn't exist. So training outside of hoi, that doesn't exist with the untrained. So what has to happen is what has happened for me is people have a certain respect. So I have to show, before I can get to any of that stuff, they have to see I know what I'm doing with all of that first. Right? So, and you can hear when people describe me, they talk about, this dude is cold with them hands and all that shit. The last thing you want to use. But they don't know that. So I got to be cold with the hands for them to listen to the rest of the stuff. So if you have a dude that knows all kinds of things about security and stuff like that, but he out of shape, wheezing, every time you punch, he farts, they're not going to get to the point where they listen to him. That's why you have people who don't know what they're doing. They got to wear all this gear to give you an image to listen. And they may know something outside of survival, but they may know a little bit on that. Like the dude from Dust, who everybody laughing at, his techniques were just so outrageous, he became a joke. But you see how he's dressed, and that's how they in class, all this folk, they got on all this military gear, English gloves, look like bulletproof vests, and like, who the hell is training like that and all that? Unless you wear that every day.
Right.
You ain't wear training that is ridiculous. And if you walk in the streets like that, or the context, if you outside,
you're a cop.
But may not be. It was a dude in the projects arresting young men and wasn't a cop.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You acting as
he dressed like that, and people fell for that shit. If you can't show me now I'm not recommending for you, but if you can't show me your ID and badge not enough. You can buy that shit from the internet. If you can't show me the ID and the badge, I'm not taking for your word because you dress for the police. Even you got a uniform because you can buy those. So we have to stay chiseled. When a person say, "Okay, excuse me, sir, I'm the police," now you got on a city uniform and the badge. Okay, you can go there, but you can't ask for their identification. They probably gonna get your head busted for that. But
sometimes I think I'm looking for a condensed way to show the mindset when we say training. I'm looking for we got it. I just want to put it together.
So sometimes you'll meet people and you say, and sometimes they're pretty wrong too, but they're gonna be around for a while. They're serious. then you can tell people who ain't serious, but they trying to look serious. We had a dude come to class with his son. Person he said, "I got my knife," and he's proud to show his knife. And that shit was some that you buy from a gas station, and it's a novelty knife. You got two blades that come when you open it. It's opening the two blades. It's some garbage. And so I thought, oh, okay, that's good. Cool for me because I know where they're at mentally. Right.
At least he's
now aiming at the son to help him. I know I can't really help him because he think he knows something already, or he's so trying to impress me that'll be the person that will betray me in the long end. Something. It just proves out. It pans out that way. Now, what I had to say about that thing with the sister. Okay, I mean, y'all be careful. That's number one. Men and women, but definitely sisters. But I looked at the video of the event, and I paid attention to him, everything about him that I could see. And one thing, he had a scar that went from his scalp to above his ear. But what does that represent? That means he's had surgery for a brain aneurysm. Now, if he was white, he would have gotten off instead of getting life in prison. You say, what? How? Because a lawyer, not even have to be a good one, a lawyer will tell you brain aneurysms affect, and brain aneurysm surgery, they both affect behavior. Now, how? Brain aneurysms can cause behavioral changes that include personality changes. They can they cause reduced self-control, emotional instability, apathy, irritability, and lack of inhibition. Impulsiveness. But all the other ones I named, you got all those too. And impulsiveness leads to inappropriate behavior. Obsessive behaviors. He was obsessed with her. Then the other, they can cause fatigue, decreased focus or concentration, trouble with balance or coordination. And these I wish you could have defended herself too. Problems with peripheral vision, thinking or processing, speech, perception, or short-term memory. Now, if you have issues with speech too, you're dealing with a person that has issues with speech, man or woman. The slowest thing you want to do is get into an argument with a person who has poor speech or a low vocabulary. Why? Because if I have 50 words to pull on and you're arguing with me, you're tearing my ass up in an argument. I ain't got no more words. I got these. That's been proven that when mugs will run out of this, when you hear a man, now this is specifically a man stuttering because he can't get his words out.
I know a stutter.
You're headed towards.
I know a stutter. Growing up, stutters are violent.
Yes, because they're frustrated.
You cannot talk shit to a buffalo stutter bad.
One fight I got into, I was clowning my boy and him. Is my boy Anthony, that's my best friend, and Chucky. And Chucky's a stutter. They got into a fight over the last hot dog at the block party. I'm clowning them about that, right? So I got into a fight over a damn hot dog. So Anthony's laughing. Chucky ain't laughing. So Anthony had to go. Chuck was waiting for Anthony because Anthony's so strong, he was scared that if Anthony jumped to my defense or something, he gonna get knocked out or killed. So he waited till Anthony went home. He said, I said, I like that. So he didn't matter. He said, don't. Look, I said, you don't like me clowning you about the hot dog. That's what you're trying to say? He's like, I said, no, I don't know what you're trying to say now. I don't know what you're trying. And he was pissed.
You know you're wrong.
And he swings. Sure. And we swing, I said, oh, you don't do that, Chucky. And Chucky's like 4 or 5 years older than me. But I said, you don't do that, Chucky. I know I can whoop Chucky's ass. So I blocked. And now Chucky's not mentally deficient. I just did that because I know I was messing with him. Mm-hmm. But he kept on swinging. I said, this is the last swing, Chucky. I got to whooping Chucky's ass, right? And so Chucky just laid out. And he go, I said, all right, Chucky, I'm going home. He, I said, you're trying to say fuck you, but you can't get it out. And that started the fight again. He got up again. And I'm whooping him again. He runs off. He crying and shit. I said, you better cry, Chucky. I see you again. I'm going to beat your ass, Chucky. And my sister come out. You will not. My older sister. You going to push that man to get into a fight? She said, you're lucky that he don't kill you next time he see you. But you were wrong. I'm like, I'm wrong. He attacked me. It seemed like you caused that man so much frustration that he attacked. And I learned that. And she said, so you're wrong. You need to go apologize to him. Not today, because he's going to attack you again. And so when I saw him the next time, I apologized. He apologized too.
That's good.
But the crazy shit, though, I apologized. I was like, I want to whoop his ass. He said, I'm sorry, too. What is stuttering, Chucky? What is stuttering, Chuck? I didn't say that to him, but I'm thinking, what's stuttering at now? He's such a bad stutter. He's like, I'm sorry, too.
He was composed.
And we hugged and stuff. And then that led me to study stuttering. Yeah. And that stutter, and I told him, I said, no, you don't. Stutterers don't stutter if they whisper or if they sing. And so he said, I can't sing.
Yeah.
So, and he started. That started him. So just talking with
my older brother used to stutter. Y'all don't know, but my older brother used to stutter real bad. And it's funny. He got with a friend, another dude that stuttered worse than him. Because he used to be like, like that. But the other dude used to be like, that type of stutter. He got with him, and some kind of way they became friends, and it stopped him from stuttering, being around the dude that stutters so much. And he couldn't sing because he tone deaf. So that made it stuttering worse. He was tone deaf. Like, woo, he had it bad. Boy. Now,
certain things that we have, it's a sister that I grew up with. I won't say her name because I think she may watch the show. But she, I believe, has a form of Tourette's. They make everything. But she would blink. And, growing up in the hood, so we call her Blinky. Right? But she be laughing with us, and so she took the name Blinky and everything. We like, Blinky! And she was, yeah. And so she would go by the name. Well, she knows we're talking about her, but I'm not going to say your name. And I started, but me being me going, I thought she would blink. I go, what's going on? We speaking in code?
They can't see what you're doing.
Well, I'm like, we speaking in code? And I be blinking with her, right? Well, I'm doing this. My second sister, my sister Lisa's like, you better stop it. She talked about that ever so often too, that there was a spanking from the heaven. So I'm messing with her all the time. And the next thing I know, I started. Lisa's like, why are you blinking so much? I said, blinking? I couldn't stop myself. And that went on for about a week. I was terrified. I'm like, oh shit, I'm be blinking now.
I'm laughing.
That's exactly what you get, Barbara.
It ain't stopping.
No, it didn't stop me from messing with one. No, it didn't stop me from messing with folks, but I get messed with too, so I'm cool with it, right?
Right.
But that was crazy. That was scary as shit. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be blinking now. I'm gonna be blinking, and I went to my mother, for some comfort and stuff. I knew not to go to my father. I went to my mother for comfort, and I'm like, Mom, I can't stop blinking. And she's like, you can't stop blinking. I can't stop laughing. She was crying laughing.
It's funny because until you said somebody blink like that, I realized I grew up with somebody who do like that when they talk. They do like that. Well, and I just realized that, never addressed it.
I had a friend and didn't realize till I was grown that he had Tourette's. Went to high school with him, right? And he had given me, he would pick up my comic books for me when I couldn't go to the comic shop. And I had comic book at the house I hadn't looked at. And so I bought two. I said, okay, one I'm gonna read, the other one I'm gonna keep pristine. The one I was gonna just keep pristine, I look at it, I'm like some marks in this. So I open it, and Moon Knight had been traced with ink. I said, what's his name? I said, he didn't trace my shit and gave me, you need to. So I went to him and said, hey man, you traced the shit. He said, I didn't do that. Man, ain't nobody, you didn't do it. He said, Merry Christmas. And I would notice he would do that all the time. Happy New Year. I said, no, this ain't New Year, partner. It's going to be a New Year if you don't give me another comic book.
Oh, you thought?
Merry Christmas. I said, Merry Christmas, hell. It's going to be a bad Christmas. So I'm like, I don't know why he does that. And he would say, Merry Christmas. I said, Happy Easter. I'm thinking he's just saying shit. That was just his catchphrase. And I learned later he was using that so he wouldn't curse my ass out or other people.
Right. He was controlling it.
Right. So I was like, what? Merry Christmas. Okay, yeah.
That's funny. In the hood, you just don't.
Why was he about to
around all that shit? Don't even pay attention. That's crazy.
And we use it like.
Why was he about to curse you out about him messing with your comic? I said, why was he about to curse you out about him tracing your comic?
He didn't do it. And he was adamant about it. And I was adamant that he did do it. My older sister Phyllis did it. So when I went home, I said, I tried to whoop Frank's ass. Oops, sorry. Well, I ain't say his last name. And she said, why? I said, because he traced my comic book. And this and so she said, he didn't do that. I said, how you know he didn't? She said, because I did. I said, what? She says, you got to go apologize to him. I said, no, ma'am. I make no fool of myself.
Why did you do that?
And he was being so nice. I said, he's been so nice. He was wishing me a Merry Christmas. Even though I was accusing him of writing him a comic book. He was calling me MF. He said, Merry Christmas. I didn't write your comic book. I said, no, there ain't going to be no Merry Christmas, dude.
Hilarious.
That is nuts. So, when I say stay chiseled, it don't just mean stay chiseled for danger out there. Stay chiseled with yourself too, how you're composing yourself with other folks. Another reason why context is important and talking with the person is actually important. Because if you're just talking to a person through a text, or you just swipe right and say, I like you, and before you meet them, y'all talking through this thing, they could be looking at your picture, having sex with a blow-up doll, anything nuts.
Right.
Okay. So now if you use a blow-up doll on your regular thing, hey, that's on you. It's a little odd to me. But if you're swiping right and talking with a person through the thing, whatever the thing's called, them date thing, that's odd to me. Right. So this dude, if you see him, I don't know if you're good at looking at character through the eyes, but you can see through his eyes that there's something there. And that could be also from the surgery. But that surgery probably led him to that. Now she needed to ask those questions. Also, when she did meet him, she said, oh my goodness, she just, oh my goodness, what happened? What happened? A woman could definitely do that.
Right.
Be
Really.
concerned. Then he said, well, I had, surgery for a brain aneurysm. She said, oh my goodness, I'm glad you're okay. Go home and look that shit up. Okay. If you meet somebody and they say, well, why you walking with a limp? Or I got shot in my old neighborhood. They got the bullet out, but it kind of nicked the nerve a little bit. You need to research why they get shot. Did they get shot just because they in the wrong time? With a gangbang? We just let shit go.
Asking the right question.
Yeah, that's true.
And then ask questions too. Don't be afraid, because a lot of times we get afraid. We get taught, you never ask a woman's age. That shit is kind of creepy. I don't never ask your age. Just, man, you look young because she's 15, not.
Yeah, I did that. I found that out the hard. Yeah, I'm asking your age. I don't care what that sound like. I need to know.
When I was in Phoenix, I went out with a sister, and I said, we were both saying it about the same time. I need to see your ID. She showed me her. I showed her mine. Yeah. First thing I look at, the age. Right. And it's the name she told me that was her name.
Yeah.
Shit. So, you gotta, because that shit that said she was 17, 18, I'm out. 18 grown, but not grown. I've been out. Right. But, some of us 14, 16, but they look like they 20. Hell no.
Yeah, definitely.
My daughter Yami is 15, but she's 6 feet tall. She's curvy in the way in the world. So I'm careful with mugs around. This one dude, I want you to marry my son. Told my wife, watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really the son that he want? The son ain't in America. So is it really the son? Just keep your eyes open. That's how I am. And I don't care if he's watching the show.
Yeah, that's it.
So he know. You know what I mean?
Looking at everybody.
Yeah. Right.
Tell this motherfucker up.
Exactly. All right, so we're about to get into it, but yeah, if y'all want to know about that case, what is her name? His name is Antonio Wilson.
Yes.
Her name is Thomas. Last name Thomas. I can't remember her first name.
Let's see what it says here. Fabiola.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Fabiola. So
Fabiola
they're Nigerians. So I was like, is she studying Ifa? So I started researching that they're Nigerians. Now that case, I believe, is 5 years old.
Yeah. So
you have to ask the question, why are they bringing that out now again? I think because he was just sentenced.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That took 5 years to sentence him.
Because he had a case. He probably could have got off.
He probably could have got off if he had a good lawyer.
Yeah, she had. Right before we get into it, and we about to get into y'all, I just wanted to. You brought something up just now. Why bring it out right now? And something I never realized until I realized it. Every election since I've been alive, presidential election, the police unjustly kill somebody.
Well, shit, don't they do that all the time?
No, I'm talking about every election on clockwork. The police on camera have gotten caught unjustly. Now they just shot people and got up, but it's all I'm talking about. Ever since the Rodney King, we seen that. Just go back to every president around a month around that time. It pops up on camera. It's been quiet, relatively. If you think about it, it's been quiet. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden,
good. You got that, and you got Arnold Schwarzenegger doing Rapping the Crossroads.
I did not see that.
Doing what?
Rapping the Crossroads. Meet me at the crossroads. You won't be lonely. Let me see. Y'all can probably hear it, but you wouldn't be able to see it.
It gotta be AI.
Nah, it ain't AI.
What?
Oh, he killing it. I sent it to you.
Why is that? I don't know how that got tied up in the conversation just now.
Because it's newsworthy. It's do work. If Donald Trump was doing Still Dre, that'd be on the news.
That just made me forget. I don't even know what I was talking about when he said that.
He was doing Snoop Pie. Let me see here. Now you saying
talking about high profile shootings.
Yeah, high profile.
Yeah, but that's just something to check out. It's not a conspiracy, but it just seemed like it surfaces right around the same time frame every election, every 4 years, on camera, shot, caught unjustly, like controversial. I just think that's crazy interesting.
Okay, so I'm gonna play it. Y'all should be able to hear it. I'm not gonna play a lot because I don't want them to take us off. But let's see.
When judgment comes for you, when judgment comes for you, why you gonna do it? When judgment comes for you, cause it's gonna. I should have put the body, bleed into something the Charlie, in the wolf is last body, and I'm gonna miss everybody.
No, Baba, no.
Yeah.
He's chewing those W's too hard. That ain't Arnold.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
Now, that's took me down a thing with thinking about. I was thinking about all y'all yesterday. I was thinking about my wife. I brought this to her. I said, black folk do not get busy bones lines right. Everybody saying, hey, that's not what he's saying. He said, dead souls. The dead souls. And then he goes into somebody who's not.
No, that was.
Oh, and then he's talking about, Easy, sees Uncle Charlie. He ain't saying no, hey, I'm gonna make the money. That ain't no word. Right, I thought it was like the rhythm.
Look, I only knew the words that I knew. I never.
Right, that's what people say. The words everybody know that.
Tell me why.
Right, exactly.
Like what?
All right, that's enough.
So you take that song done by most black people, ask them, record it, and play it.
No.
It's gibberish. It's gonna be gibberish. It's gonna sound hot though, like they know it, but it's gonna be gibberish. I want an episode where Baba is just explicating Busy Bones lyrics. Cool, cool. And now a priest put me on the spot talking about Bones Thugs, and we'll get to it. Where there was this thing where Bones Thugs and Twister and somebody from Buster, they were all saying the person stole from them and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And the priest said, that's a lie. I'm gonna bring him somebody from the west side and have him rap, and you'll hear what it originally sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
We had been rapping like that on the west side of Chicago. Twister's from the west side. Twister was rapping like, just so you all know, and if you know him, ask him, he'll tell you. My rap name is Quiz, so that you have to say that. You say Baba Boone, he's like, who the hell is that? But he was rapping like Cool Mo D. It was terrible. He would come and battle me. He started battling me every day because I would rap fast and sing within that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just me. It was our whole crew. It was other people up the block in our area, which is Lawndale. Now, Twister lived on the west side, but he lived in South Lawndale like we did. South Lawndale's style was that.
Mm-hmm.
But some other mugs, he got some other mugs from South Lawndale, do or die.
Do you want to
ride? That's our style. That's how we used to. So we would do whole rhymes like that singing.
Mm-hmm.
But then we would go to sing song in between, regular rap in between, then go back into the singing. Because that to us was gangster as hell.
Yeah, very gangster.
So that's how we would do it. And so he's like, now he's gonna come up and show you. And I was still able to throw down, right? But I'm like, you're gonna do this? Hopefully, goddamn, nobody come and say no. It actually started in in the Malian Empire. So they come in.
You never know.
But I did prove that blues started in Mali.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I wrote a whole article on that. Was going to do a book on it, and some folks from Mali asked me not to do a book on it because
it's a lot of stuff originated in Mali, North Mali, boy. They just found some Timbuktu paper.
There's a local radio station here, I'm sure both of you have heard of, called WRFG, and they used to play bluegrass at a certain time of night. They would play just bluegrass music, and we would turn it off. We'd listen to it all day, and when they got to the bluegrass, we would shut it off. But a friend of mine was dating someone. I can't remember where he was from in West Africa, but he said that was his favorite program. Like, he loved it because he said it reminded him of music back home, wherever he was from. Yeah, so we
contributed so much stuff. I mean, a lot of American music is African rooted. There's a group, if y'all want to hear bluegrass for black folk, called Gangsta Grass. Gangsta Grass. It's bluegrass, but they're rapping with it. It's cold.
Yeah.
So hilarious.
Why didn't folks in Mali not want it revealed? Because everything gets stolen without giving them credit. So there's a song called Parole by Night. Maki Nabena Parole by Night. Parole by Night. The way it's done is blues. And even though when they're playing the choral and everything, it's straight up blues.
But I don't understand the answer when he's saying, why wouldn't people in Mali want a book to expose that? That's
not want it revealed yet. Because everything, number one, everything in African traditions too, they don't want stuff exposed to the non-initiated too.
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
That, and a lot of people from the West don't understand that.
Right.
Who like, well, we can get in the book and it's encapsulated and everybody can learn, but a lot of African traditionalists don't feel that everybody should learn what they have.
We don't understand initiated culture, similar to the way East Coast don't understand gang culture and what that means.
Yes.
And it's funny, we might even do a show on gang culture one time. What it means, because people don't realize what it really, the essence of that. And it's and we get caught up in thinking and our politics work over there. East Coast people go to the West Coast and they don't understand the politics, how things work. And it's the My Brother's Keeper thing, and gangs is real. It's a different type of thing.
Or both of them come to Chicago and don't understand how it works.
Exactly. So
you came where back home, if I go to my neighborhood, right, I'm right-handed. Most people right-handed, they put the hat on like that and it's cocked to the right. I'm from a vice lord neighborhood. I have to make sure I cock this bad boy to the left when I go home.
Yeah, gang culture, project hood culture in the Bronx. I remember being in the Bronx in the 90s when two adjacent buildings across the street from each other was having shootouts. And it was across I've never seen nothing this crazy. I'm walking with dudes like, yeah, we don't fuck with them niggas over there. We busted people. Like, what? That's across the street.
How the hell Quiz come up about Lagoon? You wrote that?
No.
Oh! That is nuts.
Here's my notes over here. But in fact, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. I know folks, and if you not live, if you just tuning in, you can take this quiz yourself at any time. You can retake it.
You can rewatch the episodes.
There you
tell
go.
you which ones to watch all of them.
There you go. So we're gonna get into it, y'all. We're gonna jump on in this thing.
So this has been going on for a while. Particularly Belay has been pushing for a while. You all to get your tools train and stay chiseled, really. So for nearly 3 years, we've been teaching survival and preparedness techniques and hacks to prepare you for disasters, both natural and man-made. For about 2.5 of those 3 years, Belay has been threatening to quiz y'all on what you learned. Today is that quiz. So get ready, drink some water, put your thinking caps on. Let's get to it.
Now, why did he say drink water? That's number one. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get. We about to get into it. Type your answers in the chat, and if you're nice, and if this isn't live, you can put your answers in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? In the chat, we'll see how you did before we go on to the next question. So, for example, if you think the answer is B, you type B. If you think the answer is false, then type false. All right. And then once we give you time to get everybody put their in, whoever gonna put the answers in, then we're gonna go through.
Yeah, boom. All right. So, first question. As long as I have all the necessary supplies for an emergency kit somewhere in my house, I am prepared for an emergency. True or false? Now I'm going to read it one more time.
Yes, please. Thank you.
As long as I have the necessary supplies for an emergency kit somewhere in my house, I am prepared for an emergency. True or false?
Librarian said, "This is a class after
all." So we have false. Elusive views. Herschel D. False. Jadarian. False. I Manifesto. False. Creative Experiments. False.
Now don't fall for group think. Now group think my aid. Don't jump on that.
Librarian. Librarian. False.
I got a question. Before we go to the next one, we're gonna give you a couple more seconds to tally in.
Yeah, bro.
How many of you did you cheat on? You can't put your answer in here right now. Well, you can because it's not a true or false answer. But how many of y'all cheated through school? Did you cheat in school? Did you not cheat? And when you cheated, was it because you didn't have the answer, or because you were just being lazy and the answer was there, so you just took the easy way out? So I just wanted to. This made me think about it because I cheated I was crazy cheating in class. But it was only because, it wasn't because I didn't know the answers. It's because I could get the answer from somebody else. I was just being lazy. And I didn't want to be skipping class and all. That was a very poor student. So I used to try to cheat.
Some people may do it because it's a thrill.
Thank you. That part too. I didn't want to get to that part because that speaks to another aspect of my personality that y'all be dissecting me. But the part where you actually put the physical answer somewhere, and pull them out.
Right.
Oh man, you know my style, Bob. So you know I'd be on some espionage. I'd be ready for some shit like that. Excuse me.
Now me, I was too wow. I mean, I didn't cheat on a test, but I get sent to in school suspension all the time.
Oops.
And I was in school suspension. I got some white paper. I drew eyes, cut it out, and I licked it, stuck it to my eyelid, and I was just laying there going to sleep, right? And then the teacher came over there and just snatched them out my eyes and said, "You know what? I would give you another day, but that's so funny." Because everybody was now, he said, "I'm not going to even mention it, but don't do that no more."
Yeah, I told him answer sheets. Does that count for cheating? No, you got bread. That don't count.
Yeah, now so I
bought your answer sheet
at Howard, I used to do people's notes. But they really ain't cheating. And I would charge $10.
See,
and this one girl gonna come to me, and she was gorgeous. And she was like, "Do I have to pay for my notes?" And I said, "First of all, get whatever the hell it is in your eye, because I know you ain't trying to be like sexy with the blinking eye thing." Blinking? I ain't gonna blink, but I'm like, but yeah, $10. I said, "Or I can give you a deal." She said, "Well, what kind of deal?" I said, $15. Up to you. And so she paid me my $10. She's like, "I can't believe." I'm like, shoot, fine versus money.
Now, librarian, did you change your answer? I mean, true, I cheated in class. Okay, never mind, I got you. All right, so everybody
math test caused me anxiety. Shit, a bunch of people.
Now, should we wait after the show to give the answer out, Mama?
No, we can get each one.
Okay.
You got a break and all that.
Shoot, I got a break. I forgot all about that.
All
right. So you want to get the next one? You want me?
So Monique had it, so she can give the answer.
Oh, right.
The answer, and I may have given it
You want me to do
away with the way I read it, but the answer to that is false. So congratulations to everyone who answered false.
Yeah, that's false.
Congratulations to everyone except for librarian because they put both.
As long as I have all the necessary supplies for an emergency kit somewhere in my house, I'm prepared for an emergency. That shit could be all over the place.
No, sir.
So you're not ready. All right. Next question.
Well,
wasted your money.
Quickly, you just want to say, where would you suggest your to-go bag to be at? Well, I don't want to say common sense. My mama, I've been triggered with that. My mom used to say, common sense to tell you, boy. But
well, it depends. You could have them in your bedroom.
I was about to say access is what we're about to get to.
Easily access it.
That's the plan.
And you can easily access it in the dark. That's a big part.
Knowing where the things you need at in your house in the dark.
And then when you make your bag, make that shit and actually start. Can you reach it with your eyes so where you can't see? Because you have to do it in complete darkness.
Yeah. See, one time I cut Bobble. He let me, and then I stitched them up in the dark.
In the dark.
And then he cut me up. We stitched each other up in the dark. Y'all should do drills like that.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, and record it.
All right.
Record that and send that. All right. So now, next question. And no, we didn't do that.
No.
People be going around saying we just cut each other. No, we did not do it. So if the power went out during the evening, I would, yes, you would, A, sit in the dark waiting for the power to come back. B, light candles. C, search the kitchen drawers for flashlight batteries. They've got to be in there somewhere.
Gotta be.
D, know exactly where to find flashlights, battery-powered lanterns, and fresh batteries. I'll go over it again. A, sit in the dark waiting for the power to come back.
Meditate a little bit.
Yeah, you can meditate.
Get your shit right.
Right. Make motion technique. B, light candles. You can do that. You can do that with the meditation.
Yes, you can.
Light candles. C, search the kitchen drawers for flashlight batteries. They've got to be in there somewhere.
They gotta be.
And D, know exactly where to find flashlights, battery-powered lanterns, and fresh batteries.
On your mark.
Okay, librarian has already answered.
And also, librarian said that they said true. They were saying true for having cheated in class.
Yeah. We got that here. D. Everybody saying D.
Okay.
People been studying. People been studying. All right.
You think you've been studying?
Yeah. So yes, that answer is D. 1, do not sit in the dark waiting for the power to come on. Just be proactive.
What's wrong with that?
They got to be proactive. They sitting there sitting in the dark, waiting for you. No,
you can do A and D.
Well, if you're doing A, sitting in the dark,
do you?
Well, I guess if you know exactly, know they're upstairs.
If you know where they at, I'll keep you down. I'll keep you down. Nobody said that. If you know exactly where they
sit here in the dark, I ain't gonna get it.
Sometimes
I know exactly where they at.
Hey, that's your life. We're gonna let you live it.
Right. Now, B, don't light candles. Don't light candles when the power goes out.
What I do why? In real life.
Because you can't see it when it gets dark. You got candles. You say, well, I can see the candles. Yeah, I've seen people move and knock candles over in the dark. You knock that candle over, you got more problems.
I have knocked the candle over.
For sure.
So I will jump out there and say I've knocked the candle over in my living room, and it wasn't no problem because it was wood floor, it was leather and stuff like that, but it destroyed a pair of suede sneakers that was golly when the lights cut back on outside.
See, because
red suede.
In the dark, you see the light, but the actual distance of the candle itself that holds that light, you're not sure.
It's easy to triple mess up.
Right. And searching the kitchen drawer,
wasting your candles.
Somewhere is terrible. And I know people do that. Say what now?
I was just saying you're wasting your candles too. If your power is out, there's other things that you can be doing with your candles. If you make sure
and when it's hot, candles generate heat, so don't do it.
Exactly.
Boy, They sure do. It's nothing like them
Now,
hurricanes.
Jadarian said B is his honest answer. Yes. What I do in real life. Yeah. So Jadarian, get yourself some flashlights.
Yeah.
You don't have to get expensive flashlights. Just get you can get to cheap little.
I'm gonna be honest. I got a couple $5 little joints that pop like that. I got like 5 of them in each little room around like appliances and stuff. Because you know what I'm saying. A lot of times you be in the refrigerator, and when something cut off, wherever I'm at, I got stuff right there. Whether it be a flashlight, a bat, or whatever. But anyway, so
and you can get solar powered. You can get solar powered flashlights and solar powered lanterns.
Right. The crank flashlight.
Yeah, me had the solar powered lantern. Huh?
I was just gonna say, make sure if you have a lot of flashlights around that you're checking the batteries though, because once the batteries get old, then they can ruin the flashlight. So make sure you change the batteries out.
And that's something too. So depending on where my flashlights are at, I will take the batteries out on some of them. Like the ones in my to-go bag, the batteries are in a pouch right beside the flashlight, but I don't have them in there. I got one that's ready. The cheap one, but the real flashlights, you got to either twist it all the way on first because they'll corrode and things like that if you keep them in there too long.
So I have 3 flashlights that are available to me, right? Because that means I got 2. You got 1, you got none.
You both.
So as soon as I open my bag with my eyes closed, I can grab the one that goes on my head.
Yep.
Now I can
forgot about that.
Do a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of my ones with the crenulated belt, the expensive one that y'all saw when I went in my bag the other time. And then I have a flat one that can just slide anywhere. It's flat. But it gives some good light. And I got another flashlight and then batteries all throughout.
Yeah, that's how I got batteries all throughout.
And put those batteries, like you said, in a Ziploc bag or something because if they bust you, want them running other shit.
There you go.
So that's deep.
All right. So next one, let's roll. And I think everybody got that right. Yeah. Except we got one true answer, but he gave us his official answer first. Okay. Our important papers and records are A, misplaced. We have no idea.
No. It's this one.
Oh, I got the wrong one. Okay, my fault. I screwed it down too far. If our home was right. If our home was without water for a day or two, we would A. The question again, if our home was without water for a day or two, we would A, drink soda or juice and wash up at the school or office. B, visit relatives and friends where we could take showers and use the bathroom. C, drink and wash from a supply of bottled water that we replace every few months. Or D, check the bottled water on the basement shelf and try to remember how old it is. One more time. If our home was without water for a day or two, we would A, drink soda or juice and wash up at the school or office. B, visit relatives or a friend where we could take a shower and use the bathroom. C, drink and wash from a supply of bottled water we have placed every few months. Or D, check the bottled water on the basement shelf and try to remember how old it was. Let's go. What you got?
So we got one person answer.
I don't drink soda, but the juice and wash up at school.
So we got a B.
But then you have to make sure you go to school too.
We got C. We got B.
Because you could be a dropout.
We got another C
that don't have a job, so that's going to kind of limit you from going to school or let you go to somebody else's school.
Hey.
If you go to
the office too, I mean, you're not in a situation like that. Well, I guess we're not explaining the answer here, but
no, I'm just going through it.
We got C.
We got
B. Just never know.
B.
If a home is without water for a day or two, you go to cousin. Now, what if you got 8 children and y'all all got to take? You gonna take?
I have 9.
I just want to say, Bob, if you got 9 children, and all of y'all got to do number 2, and the water's off.
Yeah, we're gonna visit your house.
Everybody coming, guys. At least come in intervals, so I just don't know everybody. Every couple hours, y'all. So just don't bop.
Well, you have a good company,
Oh,
a lot of boat.
Yeah, things will get real. Baby leg up in there. So, all right. So we got what we got here. Everybody got the answer.
Okay, B.
Manifesto. I manifesto. I hope you got some really good relatives, man, and close by, you know. But yes, the correct answer is C. You want to always have a supply of fresh drinking water. You want to have some for washing. You want to have it separate. You want to know what you're doing. And like I would say, every few months you want to replace that.
And we did that episode.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, well.
All right. So
next, Nikki.
Our important papers and records are A, misplaced. We have no idea where they are. B, secured in a water and fireproof box. C, filed in a home office or in the home office. Or D, scattered in various locations throughout the house.
I swear, man, because I just moved all of the answers. My answers are all bad.
Relay. Let me read them one more time.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
A, misplaced. We have no idea where they are. B, secured in a water and fireproof box. C, filed in the home office. Or D, scattered in various locations throughout the house.
So we got people.
What y'all got? Because I know what the answer's supposed to be, but that's just how I'm living my life right now. It's kind of it's a little chaotic, man. I got to really get in control. Got to get better.
So we got D, B, 2 B's. Come on, y'all.
We being out.
I know what the answer is not. However, my reality is D.
Got it through various locations throughout the house.
A lot of folks. That's their reality.
Now, mine. See, I got all mine together. It's just where they at right now. Which box is it, man? You gotta get better at that.
So, what's the answer, Nikki?
Excuse me. The answer is B, secured in a water and fireproof box. I think more than anything, this one might be, a weak point for a lot of people because you feel good when they're filed in your home office. You feel like you're doing the right thing, but if it's something you really need, you got to take that extra step.
And if it's fire or flood, you lose that.
And even I go further, we talk about this too, like certain things like numbers and stuff like that, addresses, you may want to put in, whatever and put in your shoe, what I'm saying, laminated or put it in a Ziploc, put it in your boot.
Put it in your go bag.
Yeah, different things of that nature, yeah.
Now, with the go bag, if you're going to put important address in it, I would say write it in code. Because if somebody captures you or whatever, then they're going to know where to go. Now, next question. We made the following arrangements for our pets. A, it's really not a question. It's a question that's asking you, what do you do? We made the following arrangements for our pets. Which one? We have no plans. Why do we need them? They go wherever we go.
There you go. Gotcha.
B, we leave them at home with plenty of food and water. Remember, it's a disaster.
And you should.
C, we take them with us, hoping we can find a shelter or hotel that will accept them. D, we made plans with family, friends, and our vet to take them at a moment's notice. Or E, we barbecue and eat them. Everything tastes good barbecue.
Hey.
So I'll read it again. We made the following arrangements for our pets. If you don't have pets, if you have a pet, which one would you do? We have no plans. Why do we need them? They go wherever we go. B, we leave them at home with plenty of food and water. C, we take them with us, hoping we can find a shelter or hotel that will accept them. D, we made plans with family, friends, and our vet to take them at a moment's notice. E, we barbecue and eat them. Everything tastes good barbecue. So we got B, 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 I. Oh no, that's for the other one. We got D. That's the first D, and we got another D.
Take your time. And let's be honest, it's some controversy in this. Some pushback. Some of y'all may have pet chickens.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say some people
You got pet rabbits.
They may have pet head of lettuce.
You know, head of lettuce might be your pet.
Pet kale.
They have what you call fur babies that you feel like are your children, and therefore, you might deal with
I don't see no E's down here.
Or how tight are you with your pets? You know, like me, you know what I'm saying? I love my pet's butt. You know what I'm saying? Push come to shove, you know what I'm saying?
I don't see no E's.
Well, you might just want to let them free. Means we just
me, I go. Everything tastes good.
You know what I'm saying? I got a pet duck.
Rabbits are good taste like chicken. Yes, rabbits taste good.
I got pet possums and they taste like chicken too. I'm gonna tell you that.
Now I've eaten possum, chicken. I have a father that would hunt bear. I never ate bear, but damn near everything else. Friends don't eat friends.
That's right. I manifesto.
Well, ask your girlfriend.
I don't have no girlfriends like that. No, thank you.
Now let's see here. So the answer is D. Make plans with family, friends. You'll bet you're probably not able to get to during the disaster. To take them at a moment's notice. Now, well, why not? They family, right? Well, they go wherever we go. Sometimes they can't.
Right.
So the best animal, that would be a good episode too. The best animals for survival. I'll go with the worst animal for survival.
Yeah.
Is a dog. Say what? Your dog, when there is danger at your door, what's the first thing it does?
Alerts you, making noise.
During a disaster, especially long term, you want to be incognito. You want to be as quiet as possible. You're surviving and people don't even know you there. You don't want to be having the dog.
Not even that. You got supposed to be quiet, but you listen. All you hear.
That's right. So we had
the dog being quiet, but it ain't being quiet.
We had a thing where a camp, and during the camp, there's a part where the military attacks the people I'm training.
Right.
I'm not gonna go fully into it, but they were there. They were both there, and they should have left, but they decided they're gonna hunker down in this one place. They're gonna be quiet, and the military, they're killing folk. They got people watching, and they killing them.
I voted against.
And they hear him killing them, and then the head of the military, boom, hits the steps real hard, knowing because they got a baby with them. That's gonna set the baby up. The baby, because the military guy says, "I don't think nobody's here." Damn it! Steps on the steps real hard. It shocks the baby. The baby, wait a minute, we out here, baby, and that was the end of them. A dog. So baby, you can put it on the breast. Why? Right. If the mama is down, there's another woman that nurse, put that baby on the breast, boom.
I don't know if that'll quiet a dog, but
well, you put a dog on the breast, you're that endangered yourself. So a dog is gonna make noise, even if it speaks skittering,
everything.
like you said.
That's panting.
They just are a noise machine. Mm-hmm. One of the best pets for survivors are cats.
Yep.
Cats don't make a lot of noise. Cats, when they hear danger, their ears move, or they hear something strange, their ear moves towards it, so you know where it's coming from.
Right.
They're great for survival, but just know that any pet, you got to feed it.
Right.
Pets also poop.
The good thing about a cat, though, if you got the right kind, a cat will just leave and come back.
Yeah, you come back. Yeah.
She's like, I'll go eat, come back with y'all in a minute.
Exactly. And it'll bring you food too. You won't might not
want it. So I want some pet ravens.
Now ravens, the only thing is ravens are the smartest of birds and one of the smartest of animals. They have the intelligence of a 16-year-old and up. Ravens, a lot of people don't know, like a a parent, you can teach it to talk, but this is going to repeat what you're saying. That's why people say parroting. You just mimicking. You say, "Hey, I want to go to the store. I want to go to the store." You say it enough times to say that.
Mm-hmm.
A raven.
Yeah.
You say, "We're going to the store, Johnny." The raven's name. You go to the store. You come back. You do that twice. Then Johnny will say, "Hey, can we go to the store?"
Mm-hmm.
You say, "What? What do you want? Please." That's what a raven can do.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You may not want them as a pet. They be like, say, "Shit, they're safer across the way."
Yeah.
Say, "Well, we can't join with them." "Oh, we can." You know, the raven's gone. It's over there.
Yeah,
and they tell them, "Hey, they got guns and some supplies over there." Shit, so I don't know.
People don't know raccoons are smarter than dogs. So
yeah, raccoon, yeah.
It's
and raccoons taste with their feet.
Right, exactly. But yeah. That's why they always wetting their hands up, because that helps them sense what's around. All right, so it's on me now. In case of emergencies, in case of emergency, our children know A, to trust us to take care of them. We don't want them disturbed by thinking about the bad things that can happen. B, how to call 911 and how to call us. Go ahead on, you bastard. C, our family disaster plan, which includes someone to call if we're separated, meeting places, and a home escape route. D, that a list of emergency contacts is posted on the fridge. One more time. In case of emergencies, our children know A, to trust us to take care of them. We don't want them disturbed by thinking about the bad things that could happen. B, they know how to call 911 and how to call us right now. And C, they know about a family disaster plan, which includes someone to call if we got separated, meeting places, and a home escape route. D, they know about that list of emergency contacts that's posted on the fridge. Let's go. What do we got?
Anyone?
Now, I know a lot of folks post that emergency contact on the fridge.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have
that. They ready.
You gotta have that. Now, y'all know who to call before you go out. You tell the children, right now, you call
but don't call Uncle Johnny. If it's daytime, because daytime Uncle Johnny be drunk.
Exactly. You call your aunt, and then she called me. My phone gonna be off though.
Jadarian says, "C, dishonest answer." Oh no, Jadarian, we got to work on your safety, Jadarian. What's your honest answer?
What would be your honest answer, Jadarian?
I don't think anybody giving it honest. People, I think people know what the answer is.
They're giving the warrior class.
Honest answer is your honest answer B, Jadarian? How to call 911 and how to call us?
Or A, even worse, they trust you. You don't want to worry about all the bad things that can happen. All right, hey man.
Yeah, you can give them the answer.
The answer is C, y'all. The answer is C. I know we're getting into it. So, yeah, definitely, y'all. You definitely need a family plan, and you need to know what a family plan is. If you don't even know what a family plan is, you might want to pick up a few books by the author, Balagoon O.J. Tade. He has a few of them, quite a few. Surviving the Urban Apocalypse, the USPI Manual. Which was another one?
Urban Apocalypse Book 2.
Right, you got 2, and you got
we got Ice Cold Survival.
Yes, I forgot about that as well. So get right, man. Get yourself together. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna think you next.
Yeah.
All right. During an emergency, I would depend on the following for information: A, my neighbors. B, a battery-powered radio. C, the internet. D, television. Or E, my own intuition. I added E, but I mean, we know some people out here. Okay, so during an emergency, I would depend on the following for information: A, my neighbors. B, a battery-powered radio. C, the internet. Or D, the television. Come on now, folks.
So during an emergency, I'm calling Bob. Like, Bob, what the hell is going on, Bob? What are we doing? We got to do something. Lovely, tell me.
That's F. That's choice F, Baba.
Okay, so my intuition. That's a good one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm. I would say don't depend on your intuition for information, though. You depend on how to move with your information.
No, it's gonna be some people. It's gonna be some people at home, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately,
the spirit gonna talk to me and tell me.
I'm waiting for a sign. I'm waiting for a sign.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. We got BB NOAA rated radio. Now, yes, a battery powered radio. I'm sorry,
no, you good.
Because the captain, we were doing that round robin. Yeah, your neighbors may have the exact information you have. None. We're poor. The internet is not going to be working.
Yeah.
Neither is the television.
No.
Now, the one thing you can't get from the radio, and they discovered this in camp, in the first camp, is time.
Yep.
I said, you got to do this at this time. They listen to the radio and they're like, damn, nobody's telling the time. They change the channels. Nobody's telling the time. Not no more. That's old school. They used to tell the time. They don't do that no more.
Keep a watch.
Always have a watch.
Real watch.
Not this isn't a watch.
It's a phone.
This will probably be down, but have yourself a watch. An analog, preferably that doesn't need batteries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solar power.
Now, as long as one person in my family knows what our emergency plan is, our family is prepared. True or false? As long as one person in my family knows what our emergency plan is, our family is prepared. True or false?
Your wife ain't got to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The kid, you know what's going on when you go down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come on.
Or your wife got the plan. She know what's going on. You know, when the fire starts, she gonna tell the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we doing.
Hey.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So Jadarian said false. Okay. I'm building up my confidence in you again, Jadarian. Falsetto. Okay. Falsetto. Ooh, baby.
Oh my God! This concert was horrible. They showed this concert.
I bet it was.
You sounded crazy.
Without the help of digital.
Oh my goodness!
Y'all talking about Maxwell?
No, not Maxwell. No, the American Dream.
The Dream.
Oh, okay. I haven't.
Sorry. He has one of my favorite lines in a song. He got one of my favorite lines. He said, when he said, "We beat it up like gorillas." I love that. That is cold. We beat it up like gorillas. That is cold because they give me many things.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Now, what he mean probably ain't got shit to do with self-defense, but.
I love Dream.
And if you all don't know, well, you can't see it, but I got a gorilla on you can't see it really. I got a gorilla tattoo. Y'all probably have noticed that by now.
I won't. All right, y'all. So the answer, indeed, if you didn't know, sorry about me.
No, it's false.
Of course, y'all. Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one, here we go.
Because also, if I know, and then I am incapacitated.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, really easy. Like he know, and then he start choking. Right.
How do we help him?
Exactly.
Like no. And it happened to me in the hospital.
No, she didn't mean to disrespect Maxwell. She did.
Just trying to check me.
The last time I went to the hospital and they didn't feed me for 2 days. Right?
Oh, no.
The messing up shit. So when I finally got it, I was hungry as hell. So I had some rice and I'm tearing the rice up. Not chewing it. I'm just I ain't got teeth anyway, so I gotta really be careful how I chew. And a piece of rice went the wrong way. My wife was sitting there on the phone counseling somebody. She said, "Oh, I gotta call you back. Something going on with my husband." So she runs out the room, gets the nurses. The nurses don't know what to do. I'm telling them, hide it.
Too much time already.
Should we hook you up to the medicine? So I put myself on the bed. It's not working though. It's because I'm still weak from the surgery I had. So I started moving my gut and pushed my diaphragm, so I pushed the shit out. They was like, so we give you medicine now? I said, no, you don't give me medicine. I'm fine now.
They were, save yourself.
Y'all don't say. I looked at them and got so scared because they were, what did we do? They didn't know. Nurses, they didn't know what to do for somebody choking. And that is terrifying.
Never been in a situation, probably.
And I was in a top hospital in Atlanta.
Wow.
And if I didn't know what to do, I'd have been gone over a piece of rice. So
yeah, you couldn't let that story go. That'd have been a real fucked up story.
Rice took it had to be something else. Rice would have been somebody like, the assassinate Rice. Something, not just a piece of rice to kill me there.
All right, y'all. So if I suddenly had to leave my home for 5 days, I would A, grab my emergency kit and follow the steps in our family preparedness plan. B, throw some clothes on and necessities in a suitcase and take an impromptu vacation. C, leave, then coordinate with family members and friends about what to do. D, hang out at the mall and wait to hear how long before we can return. See, you shouldn't have laughed about because it's food court at the mall.
Right, that's true.
There's a lot going on at the mall.
Supplies. Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Incompetent security.
Right.
So you can take over from security because they're incompetent.
There you go. Hey. If I suddenly had to leave my home for 5 days, I would A, grab my emergency kit and follow the steps in my family preparedness plan. B, throw some clothes, some necessities in a suitcase and take an impromptu vacation. C, leave, then coordinate with family members and friends, what to do. Or D, hang out at the mall, food court, like I'm saying, to hear how long before we can return. And I'll let y'all take y'all time, you know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I keep a suitcase packed so I don't have to pack one. That's going to already be. Oh, it's killing my shoulders. So, who we got? So much for nursing? All right, so we got Ace. Grab the emergency kit.
I got 3 answers then.
If I gotta leave for 5 days, man. Leave, then coordinate and family. I couldn't go back home. I must have did something crazy. And I gotta leave for longer than 5 days. All right, so y'all guessed it. No problem. Matter of fact, it's on. I'm Nikki next anyway, so we good. Yeah. So the answer, you're right, everybody. It is you definitely, because we just putting together 2 things. Now, you need an emergency kit. You need a family preparedness plan. So boom, yeah. If you got to be gone from the house for 5 days, that's the emergency kit. Or if you would have said to go bag, it would have been that. You grabbing that, and you know what to do. All right. Yeah. So, Nikki.
All right. My emergency kit is A, we don't have one. B, drawer with flashlights and batteries, bottled water in the basement, and a first aid kit in the bathroom. C, a bin with flashlights and batteries, bottled water, canned foods, and a first aid kit. D, water to last 3 days, a battery-powered radio and flashlights with extra batteries, canned food, a first aid kit, extra medications, and a portable go kit in the car. Or E, I don't need one. Jesus or Allah or the Orisha got me.
Because listen, I'm just saying, sometimes you don't want to attract certain things into your life. You know what I'm saying? And because you feel like that, you may not want to even think about, disasters and emergencies and things. And so that E, if it resonates with your spirit, if you feel like that's like my daughter said, if you feel like E is your journey, don't be afraid to do this. You understand? E may be your journey.
And again, the answers are, the question is, my emergency kit is, and the choices are A, we don't have one. B, a drawer with flashlights and batteries, bottled water in the basement, and a first aid kit in the bathroom. C, a bin with flashlights and batteries, bottled water, canned foods, and an emergency kit.
Now, just so we know the difference. So the difference from B and C is not a drawer, it's a bin, And in addition to the bottled water, flashlight, first aid kit, you got canned foods. Just know the
right.
issue. All right.
D, water to last 3 days, a battery-powered radio and flashlights with extra batteries, canned foods, a first aid kit, extra medications, and a portable go kit in the car. Or E, I don't have one. The Lord got me.
The Lord. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please start your votes.
So we got A, I don't have one. We got D. We got.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I manifesto. Now, wait a minute. So you telling me you don't have a drawer with flashlights and batteries in there? You don't have no bottled water in your basement? You ain't got no first aid kit? It ain't got to be in your bathroom, but you ain't got no first aid kit. I don't know if I believe
no canned foods, nothing.
You just
A.
You winging it out here, bro. You really out here. You wild. You wild.
Let's see. D, elusive views. Jadarian, A. Yeah, we got some work to do, Jadarian. We got some work.
On D, is all that in the car? No. First of all, you don't want to have your water in the car for because then
it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad. Now you may have a battery radio in the car, but no, the only thing that's in your car was your portable to-go kit should already be in your car. Maybe extra medication, first aid kit. I have a first aid kit. I keep it in my vehicles, but I also keep a to-go bag with me. So it's a first aid kit in my car, and it's a to-go bag on my person at all times. But that's just how I roll. So to answer your question.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you said D is your final answer, sir? All right, so everybody, final answers. Even though this is your question, I'm sorry.
I'm going to say D and E for myself personally. But the answer is D. The official answer is D.
Even with E, you still need one.
Yeah, you need all of the above.
Because if you let while you're out there on the highway going 100 miles an hour, let Jesus take the wheel, you're gonna be jacked up.
Oh yeah.
So now,
that's when we see how long your faith is. About a half a second, just like
right.
That's how much faith you got.
Right. So now, if local authorities,
excuse me, Bob, I don't mean to interrupt, but I do have to go today.
All right.
Everyone do well on the quiz, and I'll see you next week. And next week I'll tell y'all my cheating stories also.
All right.
Peace.
If local authorities told me to evacuate, I would A, refuse to leave. Most emergencies don't turn out to be a big deal.
We see that in hurricanes all the time. Go ahead.
B, wait to see if the situation worsens, then decide.
Fires.
C, wait for word from the governor. He's the only one who can order an evacuation.
Okay, we've seen that, how good that works.
D, follow the advice of experts like USPI or Still Standing LLC to ensure my and my family's safety. E, follow the orders of local authorities. They are authorities.
Always.
And I go again. If local authorities told me to evacuate, I would A, refuse to leave. Most emergencies don't turn out to be a big deal. B, wait to see if the situation worsens, then decide. C, wait for word from the governor. He's the only one who can order an evacuation.
Especially Schwarzenegger.
D, Schwarzenegger, you heard him throw down today, so you can trust him. D, follow the advice of experts like USPI or Still Standing LLC to ensure my and my family's safety. E, follow the orders of local authorities. They are authorities, after all.
I like it. Take your time. Just remember, authority. Telling you something right there. I'm not trying to give you the answer. I'm just saying. Authorities. I like just authority. What was it called? Authoritarian?
Authoritarian, yes.
Yeah. That's my. If I had a religion.
See, author T. See, authority. You got author in it, and then T. I like both. And got T in it. So
that's why I knew for some reason why authority is.
Yeah.
That's why black people love it so much.
Right.
Black people love T.
And they love T. And they love authors. Even though we don't read these books, but we still like authors. People love Stephen King. Ain't read Nan Stephen King book.
Sure enough, I don't know who wrote Game of Thrones, but we love that.
That George R. Martin. Yes, people love Game of Thrones, but ain't read Nan Game of Thrones book.
See, Jerry, I'm keeping it real. D&E, Jerry. I'm with you, Jerry. I'm gonna listen to the Bible, but you got to listen to them folks. Them folks might say, them folks out there, you got to listen to them folks sometime, man.
Sometimes you got to listen to them folks. Man, I just thought it out.
They are the authorities. All right, y'all. So, yes, the answer is D. You definitely want to follow the advice of experts like the USPI and Still Standing LLC. Ensure your safety, please.
And find out who the experts in your town are. Maybe y'all can get together, do some training and stuff like that.
Exactly. Or you can always bring us out to you.
Yeah, that'd be better.
That's the best. Okay, so hey, I made the following plans for my elder.
This was mine.
Oh, this I thought you just read.
All right. Oh, me, you just read.
Oh,
wait a minute. Who just did that?
Who just read, y'all? I'm confused.
Oh, that was me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You tricked me so fast, boy.
Oh, boy.
Because you know why I knew it was you? Because I was like, Baba, how's it landing on your name and don't land on my name? That's how I anyway, y'all don't know what I'm doing. All right, so I've made the following plans for my elderly parents or ill loved ones. A, nothing specific. The authorities will take care of them.
A.
B, I'll call them and together we'll decide what to do as the ish hits the fan. That makes a lot of sense right there. C, I've helped them assemble their own emergency kit, and if we have an extended family plan for relocating them, and we have an extended family plan for relocating them if they need to leave. D, we've agreed that they would call the nearest relative to come get them. And E, I'll pray they transition well. Because sometimes you got to look out for yourself. We talked about it for the show. Sometimes you got to look out for yourself. So look, I've made the following plans for my elderly parents or loved ones or ill loved ones. A, nothing specific. You know what I'm saying? Because the folks, I'm serious, man. The folks,
right.
So, depending on where you live at, some of these folks care about you. I'm telling you. I don't care what they say. I would call them and together we'll decide what to do as the situation unfolds. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got work in progress.
Yeah, right.
C, I've already helped them assemble their own emergency kit, and we have an extended family plan for relocating them if they need to leave. D, we've agreed to call the nearest relative to come scoop them up. E,
hey,
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I pray you transition well. It's a wrap.
It's rough out here, man. It's rough out
here.
I love you, Mom. So look, you also trying to get the question. Mom, if you watch it, just know you with me. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. All right, y'all. So yeah, we got 3 more questions to go for this quiz. Y'all are doing really good. We hope that
A&E did nothing. All right, you're honest. Okay. And E, I manifesto D&E. We've agreed that somebody else gonna get them. They gonna scoop them up, and I pray for y'all. Pray for God for you.
Now, see, I want to say something about the plans now because this is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Are they your parents or are they your step-parents? Are they your parents-in-law?
Hey.
You know, because I might have to make some arrangements, you know what I mean, on that versus, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. All right, y'all. I want to say D&E. Remind me of a car place. A&E and D&E, y'all. Because y'all went all over the A&E and D&E. Nobody want to get the middle ground nowhere.
Right.
Nobody want to take the middle ground. Of course, we know, y'all. You need to help them assemble their own emergency kit. You're definitely your parents. You got to make sure they're together. You got to make sure that it's where they can reach it at, where they can get to it. And you definitely got to have a family plan.
Extended family.
You definitely got to have that. What do we do about the in-laws? What do we do? What do we do about grandma? Where's she going? Where's she going? What we gonna do? And
I just
yeah.
Hope you make. make it, you know, and really it's not hoping they make it. You know they dying. I pray they transition well.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't leave mother God, man. Your woman will never gonna forgive you when shit smooth back over. How you left her mama out there? It's over after that. It's over. She gonna remember how you did mama. You ain't even call and think about what about mama? Oh damn. She gonna think about that. So hey, get it together.
Now, my family and I, your family, have an emergency kit at home, B, an emergency kit in the cars, C, an emergency kit at work, D, all of the above. I'll say it again. My family and I have an emergency kit at home, A, B, an emergency kit in the cars, C, an emergency kit at work or at your business, D, all of the above.
Now, this is a tricky one because at one time I lived in my car and worked out of it. Okay. So by, just by that alone, my answer is kind of all exclusive. So, but you may not live like that. You may got to figure it out. So for you,
it's that D.
Okay.
Anybody else? I think that one you all know. D, all of the above. Have one in your house, one in your car or cars, one at work or your place of business.
Definitely.
Now, it's at work, E, still need to get an emergency kit. But if at work, be careful. Your mama is taking your job. So depending on where you work.
Yeah, definitely. If you're in a big environment where a lot of folks at, you may want to be strategic about that. Right. But if you're in a certain environment, they should have emergency kits too. Yeah. So you may want to make sure their kits are where you can get to it. There's more than one.
And you practice with them, because to have tools and not practice with them, not train with them, is really doing stress and duress.
Yes. You got a kit and you don't know where your scissors at, your stitches, your Band-Aid, your tourniquet stuff, and it's blood. You got a child that's injured. I've been through that. So yeah, it's good to know where things are at, because it's a jumpy situation. And you gotta be extra cool, especially when you're dealing with a child and stuff like that. You gotta be the reason, the voice of calm.
When we went shooting, we came back and one of the sisters, her AR-15 was jammed. She said, I went through the steps to clear it. I couldn't get it clear. I said, okay, well, give it to me. She was a nervous wreck. So you can't be nervous during this time. You have to be calm, because especially if there's firefighting. I said, this is what you have to do to clear this. Tap that stock on the ground, it was clear. That easy. But if you're nervous, you're not stopping to think, okay, I'm tapping it, hitting the charge and rod, that's not doing it. But I can see where the round is jammed in there. What do I need to do? Well, I need to do some kind of way. She's trying to hit the stock with her hand. Your hand's not.
If you don't know something,
that exists. Went into place, right? And I'm watching her for a while. She was panicking before asking me what to do. I'm right there. I'm just standing there. I'm making myself standing closer, so she, getting in mind. Finally came to mind, what do I do? So that you have to think about, okay, if this thing jams, if the barrel bends, what do I do? How do I change barrels? Think of those things. Well, that's not just for a firearm.
Right.
If I open up this kit and ain't no scissors, what do I do? Do I have extra scissors? I have two first aid kits. I cannot go with one, because having one is none. Right? Open that shit up and it'd be terrible with no scissors. I ain't got teeth to cut.
I'm gonna tell you, the worst is even dull scissors. Now you're sitting there wasting time. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It adds to the frustration. You got to cut this thing and they ain't cutting. Woo! So that's why you check your equipment. All that. All right, last two questions, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Okay. Or was that the last question? Where we at?
No.
Okay, well, the last question. Okay,
so the last question, the answer was, hold on, wait a minute. Which one we did? I did the emergency kit. So yes, two questions you got.
And he got the answer. Was D, right? So all right, a family emergency plan should, and this for you, Jadarian, right here. A family emergency plan should include A, information about your emergency plan at your children's school. B, the name and phone number of an out-of-town contact person. C, a list of important phone numbers, including those of doctors and emergency services. D, a central meeting spot outside your home and one outside your neighborhood in case you need to leave the area. And E, all of the above. One more time, a family emergency plan should include A, information about your emergency plan at your children's schools. B, the name and phone number of an out-of-town contact person. C, a list of important phone numbers, including those of doctors and emergency services. D, a central meeting spot outside your home and one outside your neighborhood in case you need it to leave the area. E, all of the above. Let's roll. And I think y'all know this one because since it's a plan, that kind of gave away a little bit of it. So I think y'all got that.
You got one answer, D.
But was that an old one?
You got another no?
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
D-E-E.
Okay. And we'll give a second for one. And our last one is coming up. So you definitely want information about your
Hold on. Say that.
Wait.
All right, so you can give them the answer.
So the answer is, of course, going to be, or not of course, but it's going to be all of the above.
E.
It's going to be E. Now, if you don't know what an emergency plan is, then you might not know everything to go in it. So it's okay.
Maybe that'll be our next episode.
Emergency plan. Okay.
Actually, make an emergency plan. Okay, so yeah. If we do that for the next episode, have yourself pens and papers so you can write down things. We'll probably include the list anyway, but want to make sure you start making specific for your family too. You may not have children. You may have
dogs,
2 wives and a dog, whatever. A husband or wife and 3 children and a cat, parrot, and a dog.
A husband and a wife. You doing busy.
You doing it. Right. Busy. You busy. And you stressed out too, probably. All right, so the final one. Including children in the family emergency planning process will only scare them. So it should be avoided at all costs. True or false? Including children in the family emergency planning process will only scare them. So it should be avoided at all costs.
Not giving you any hints on this one. This is all y'all. Last one.
Do you want a fighting child during a disaster?
So you know.
So
it also, I guess it's gonna depend on your parents and how you parent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes
you want them scared. Right, you want them on the edge.
You know what I mean? Hey,
right.
Scare my ass, goddamn.
You gotta keep on edge and keep on their toes. Stay gentle.
Hey, I told when I dropped my daughter off at college, I didn't drop off. We stayed for a minute. But I met the other parents, her roommate or whatever. I said, I want you, everybody to know my face, take my number. I may pop up at any time. So I want your daughter to get familiar with me too. Because I might show up anytime unannounced. I might be at the window. Y'all don't know where I'm going to be at. And the other parents, of course, laughed and appreciate me. Because I will be popping up, you know. All right, y'all.
So we got false E. Okay, I don't know what happened with that one. Church was smoking, right? False. Yeah, so the answer is false. Including children in the family emergency planning process will not scare them. No. It's an emergency planning process. That's not going to scare them.
Yeah, not planning. Shouldn't scare them.
Now, you're talking about, we're doing this plan because those who don't plan are just dead.
Right. It's
this
presentation makes a difference.
Right. People gonna come in and they gonna rape their mama if we don't plan.
We need to do this plan because things gonna get bad. It's gonna be crazy out there. And we need to plan and wow.
You see how nice the children out there playing? They'll be dying instead of playing.
We need to plan because mom and daddy may die.
And
It's just gonna be you.
And then you may have to cook us. So we gotta make that part of the plan.
Be later, pop out. Be careful how y'all present these. Yeah, this is the plan. If anything happens, this is what we're gonna do.
This is what we're gonna do.
In case of emergency,
stay safe.
We don't have to put anything specific in their head in case of emergency.
Right.
This is what we do and go over it.
So we stay safe
and go over it.
Well, they say, well, what if they ask you? Okay, well, is this going to be a bad time? I said, well, it's not going to be the best time. You ain't got to think it's going to be a bad time. It's not going to be the best time.
Right. No, it's not. Yeah.
It's not going to be what you used to.
Well, it's not going to be. It's not going to be like this.
Right. Right.
I'm not.
Whether it's better or worse. Because if your shit really bad, it's not going to be like this. The child will say, yeah.
Know how to work with these kids. Hey, you gotta know how to. If you had kids long enough, you should know how to word things. Where let's keep this kind of broad. We don't want the child to imagine too much. Right. So
now if your child is saying, "Well, I get a Baofeng radio and call on the frequency so and so," that child you can be realistic with them. They ready. Yeah, All right. So yes, go through. Not just go through the plan, include them in the planning process. So they learn to do that, make plans and things of that nature too. Okay. And going through the process, they're learning what needs to be done. Who do I call? Where do I go?
Yes.
All right. Teach your children the difference between streets, roads, highways, pathways. They need to know these things.
They need to know those things.
And if you don't know them,
go back.
You need to go back to the episode.
Please.
All right. And if you know them still, it's always good to review.
Don't cheat yourself.
Treat yourself. All right. So that is the quiz. Most of y'all did pretty well.
Some people opted out. It's okay.
Some people like shit. I just listen in and learn. That's cool.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'll be ready for the next one whenever it comes. It's gonna be a pop quiz. We'll say we're doing something else. We having. We'll say we having Cornel West on. Yeah. Cornel and Kanye on, and then we're gonna hit you with pop quiz.
Or we may just start coming up with every now and then in the show. We may just have 2 or 3 questions and. You never know, the guests may get a treat or something. We may have to send them something.
We may have Cornel and Kanye actually ask the questions.
You just never know. You got to tune in.
You have to know what's going to happen around these streets. Next time we have Jared on, she may actually be asking y'all the questions.
There you go.
You're thinking somebody going to get interviewed.
He asking y'all
the question. So you just never know. You never know. Because that's how disasters happen. You never know when they're going to happen.
Exactly.
Nobody thought December 2020 was going to happen, and they're going to just shut down the world.
No, I believe some people knew, but
right, some people knew, but we didn't expect it.
None of us expected it. So that's how that way, yeah.
Right. Now the mugs who say, I'm going on vacation now to Bali, someplace where
right.
All of a sudden. Right, all of a sudden they were, they say, hey, I'm going on vacation to Bali. I'm just stressed out. Them motherfuckers knew. Yeah. All right. So you all stay safe out there.
Please.
Stay chiseled. This means stay tight when you see that. But stay safe out there. Stay black or whatever it is that you may be. Oh, and on stay. This is August. And maybe we said it once, but haven't said it much. So, Black Artist Resistance. Long live the dragon.
Long live the dragon.
Okay. Love y'all. Peace. Now this computer can't sign out. I have to go.
That's cool.
So we're just here. We're gonna rock on out, and I go upstairs and
I'll shoot shit with him while we up there.
All right. So
I'll talk behind Baba back while you go. never know.
And you don't know when it's going to X out. So,
don't know what you're going to catch.
Now, I hope that my wife's not on my computer.
Las Vegas, 24-hour stream.
Right.
You know, we trying to figure out a way to get these views up. We might have to figure out. We might have to do something.
Do a marathon.
Do a marathon.
Right.
To follow us around. You know, I am thinking about, man. I'm thinking about going around and testing people with techniques and seeing if they will. You think you could get out of this technique? We've talked about doing that before, and I think, man, we gotta go out there, man. We gotta join that wave. But
maybe we'll do that in Virginia.
Maybe, yeah.
That'd be good.
That's the intro, Bob. That's the intro. In Virginia, we might start that.
Yeah.
Now I gotta order that microphone to hook to the phone type thing. We gotta have one of those. And we're gonna go out and start interviewing folks. We're gonna do a warrior class style. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see what folks out here think, what they think they can do versus what they actually can do. Do you think you could get out of this move? You think you could put this person in? Do you think how would you react to this situation? That type of thing. Yeah. Saturday afternoons are a tricky time slot. You all right. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we got some things cooking, man. We're just trying to figure out what's the way we want to jump out. So y'all be safe. Again, stay black, whatever it is, like Bob would say. Till next time. We're gonna fade out. You know what I mean? And we appreciate y'all for staying over long too, man. We started late, so